G'day guys and welcome back to another video on my channel, Nintendo Downunder. My name's Johnny and here we go again. Nintendo Switch Pro in 2020. The rumours are really circulating in the last few weeks since Christmas and the New Year's started. But are these rumours true? There's so many different sources saying yes, 2020 is going to be the year that Nintendo brings out a Nintendo Switch Pro to counter Xbox and PlayStation with their new consoles to give gamers more powerful option. But is it necessary? Nintendo is selling their games and consoles at a great pace without any Pro, so is it really necessary to do these things? We're going to get stuck into all these rumours and facts right now. It seems like there are only two certainties in life: death and video game hardware rumours. If a new report and industry experts are to believe, Nintendo could be releasing a more powerful version of the Nintendo Switch dubbed the Switch Pro sometime this year. Similar rumours last year turned out to be at least half true. Last March, reports indicated that two new Switch models would release in 2019. One meant as a cheaper alternative with some features missing, turned out to be true with the reveal and the release of the Nintendo Switch Lite. This time, a report from DigiTimes claimed that a new Switch model will start production early this year. This gives us some support to earlier rumours with a Wall Street Journal reporter, though it should be noted that DigiTimes does not have the best record regarding such stories. Adding fuel to these rumours are predictions from industry analysts of what 2020 will bring to gaming. Includes one Sir Totu of Kantan Games, who said there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that Nintendo will launch a Switch Pro in 2020. Totu goes on to predict specific upgrades such as 4K support and bigger cartridges, as well as a $399 price tag. A Switch Pro release this year would not be a huge surprise given the persistent rumours, the industry trend of hardware revisions, and Nintendo's own history of releasing different alterations to the already existing consoles. The Switch will be turning 3 in March, which is the same amount of time between the original PS4 and Xbox One and the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One S. Nintendo has long released hardware alterations. Through these have mostly been updates to their handheld devices. The 3DS line features various models with featuring including a larger screen and removable 3D capabilities, and a more powerful processor, so a Switch Pro would not be unpredictable for Nintendo. With Sony and Microsoft both releasing next generation consoles this year, Nintendo may want to keep the already underpowered Switch relevant by giving it an upgrade. While no one is expecting Nintendo to release a console to compete with the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X on a technical scale, a Switch Pro could be just powerful enough to handle future third-party releases. Support from the third parties has played a huge role in the Switch's success. While it may not be the best possible place to play games like The Witcher 3 or Mortal Kombat 11, these ports give those who only have one console a chance to play the games. Of course, Nintendo has not confirmed any of these rumours, so while a Switch Pro release should be not completely written off, it also should not be assumed to be happening this year. Nintendo's president has indicated that the Switch is here for a long run, stating that the company is not planning a successor or price cut as of last year. A Switch Pro could be held off for a few more years, saved for a time when it would actually extend the brand. After all, there is no reason a Switch upgrade has to happen now. The Switch has found success for nearly 3 years, providing that Nintendo does not have to match Sony and Microsoft's hardware power in order to compete. So my verdict on this very early is I don't think Nintendo need to do a Switch Pro in 2020. Even bringing out a Switch Pro, it's going to be so hard to compete against a PlayStation 5 and a new Xbox. Sony and Microsoft are going to go head to head this year, fighting for their market. And I think Nintendo just need to keep doing what they're doing well with their market and just stay out of the way, really. Yes, you do want to compete at the same time, be relevant, because you want to be able to play those third-party games like Witcher 3 or Mortal Kombat 11 on your Switch without having to buy another console. But because Nintendo is doing so well, maybe just hold off the Switch Pro for 2021, 2022. And it really depends for me on what games Nintendo is going to bring out this year. If we happen to get Breath of the Wild 2 this year, then maybe launch it with a Switch Pro to upgrade the hardware and graphics. That'd be amazing. I'm not exactly convinced we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 this year, and to be honest, so far Nintendo's lineup for 2020 is very slim. I think we've got Animal Crossing coming out in March, so we have to really grind our teeth until then. But really, that's sort of it. There's a few other games throughout the year that aren't massive titles. I'm sure Nintendo's going to release some things, but it might be a bit of a lean year for Nintendo releases going back with the previous years. So Nintendo just need to stay strong, do what they do best with their family, their friends, their franchise, and let Xbox or Sony and Microsoft do their thing So my verdict, we probably might see a Switch Pro in 2020. It depends what Nintendo behind the scenes are doing. The people that are predicting these things have got things right in the past with the Switch Lite, the Switch battery life. Haven't got everything right, so it probably will happen, but I don't think it needs to happen. I think Nintendo could hold off until 2021 or 2022, but depending, like I said, on what games they plan on releasing this year. And while on the rumours, I've got one for you. A man called Stephen Dupries. He used to work for Retro Studios, who made the first Donkey Kong Country Return game for the Wii and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. So if he's heading back to Retro Studios, he's been away for a couple of years, he's coming back as a principal game designer. Does that mean we're going to get a new Donkey Kong game, country game, coming to the Switch in the near future? I hope so, but I have some different hopes. I'm a bit sick of the 2D side-scroll Donkey Kong games. I'm getting a little bit bored with them. They're okay to pump out here and there, but it is time, Nintendo, to start doing 3D open-world Donkey Kong games. The only one we've had was Donkey Kong 64 on the Nintendo 64. I loved that game, was heaps to do, had to buy an expansion pack for that game because it was so big for the system on the time. So you can just imagine what they could do with the Nintendo Switch now, making a Donkey Kong Country open world game. So keep an eye out for that. With that, Stephen Dupries coming back to Retro Studios. Will he be designing a new Donkey Kong game? If he does, please, if you're listening to this or watching this, I don't think you are, my channel's pretty small, please make an open world Donkey Kong game. Give us something different. Don't just keep pumping out the same crap. We're not mind zombies. We do want to be challenged and have new things to look forward to. And last one for the day, the 2019 most grossing game of the year was Fortnite again. I couldn't believe it. They made, are you ready, $1.8 billion. I was reading somewhere the top 10 free games to play made all over $1 billion. That's crazy. They're free games, but we're pumping money into them, buying V-Bucks and skins and camos. They are just rubbing their hands together and laughing. We just pump out money into these free games. So yeah, I was completely surprised. Fortnite once again, 2018, the biggest one. In 2019, 1.8 billion, that's just nuts. So what's your take on the Switch Pro? Is it going to come out in 2020? Or the rumour's going to be true because they've been pretty accurate in the past? Or should Nintendo wait 2021, 2022? And if they do bring a Switch Pro out, would you buy one? And Retro Studios, Donkey Kong Country, is it going to happen? Are you looking forward to a new Donkey Kong game? Are you like me? Do you want something a bit different instead of the 2D side-scrollers? The 2D side-scrollers on the Super Nintendo, that is where it's at. That is exactly where it's at. This new advanced consoles with the 2D side-scrolls, I don't know, it does not feel the same. I lose interest, I can't play it as long. So come on Nintendo, give me open world please. And once again, Fortnite, the highest grossing game of 2019, $1.8 billion, yes. They are making a absolute mint on that game. If you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like me on Facebook, Nintendo Downunder. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Nintendo Downunder. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and take care.